on the radio. Go on. I'm going to Hooters in a ram truck in America, boys. Yeehaw! Praise for freedom. I've been driving for 5.
Shy, I saw a monster chalk video. I had to look at it. It was fucking sick. Oh jeez. That dude must have went like 40 feet in the air. Holy shit. Nah, it wasn't a demolition derby. Yeah, that's the exact one that I was watching. That shit's insane. Alright, I'm done setting up. Had to get the, stuff set up. There's so many people. And they're just like, oh, I'm tired of constant drama from you. Wah. I'm done. I'm done with the civility. I'm done with the, watching my mouth to be polite to other people and look good. Fuck the optics and fuck the association with other VTubers who would find it to be unpleasant or a brand risk or this or that. I'm done dealing with these weird motherfuckers. Give me a second, I gotta make a ping. Not be part of the drama, how the fuck is that possible? How the hell can I do that? I got a whole fucking menagerie of stupid pieces of shit blocking me and acting like I'm literally Hitler. For fucking calling out Bitty Cat when I did. How the actual fuck am I supposed to avoid drama? When they literally won't let it dry. I'm literally held to it, whether I like it or not. Hello. Haha. Yeah, that's my girlfriend. It's her birthday today. It's a sort of complex of cylinders. Well, they're actually hexagon. No. Nothing like that. Yeah, there's just these people who are just like, oh, I'm getting so tired of this drama from you. Harump. I'm just like, okay. Shut your mouth, you dumb fag. I said it. So you're gonna be whining about drama on fucking Twitter. Fucking Twitter, you're whining about drama on Twitter. Like, motherfucker, do you know where you are? Hold on, I'm getting freaking... There. Now I've got the... It shouldn't cut me off. Seriously, fucking Twitter! Do you have any fucking idea what platform you're on? And you're sitting there being like, oh, I'm satanic drama from you. Like, motherfucker! It's goddamn Twitter! Yeah, that fucking thing. I agree, Wamba. I agree! Seriously, like, do you have any fucking clue? Any goddamn clue how stupid it is to hear these motherfuckers sit there and say that they're tired of drama from me. But it's on Twitter. They clearly don't know how chill my streams usually are. They clearly don't. Like, I actually turned down the cuteness factor of my Akata thing here because usually I have it up so high that it actually starts to clip me out when I get a little bit overexcited. This is far closer to my actual tone. Like, this is my actual tone. Anyway. Yeah, not right now. Duh. Goober. And the dude's sitting there, saying he's tired of drama from me. He liked my post when I said, "Fuck off then, fag, I knew what I want." He liked the post. We live in a fucking society. We live in a fucking society. Holy shit. I'm like... Alpha's out of toner. God, I'm like... There are times where I've considered deactivating Twitter. And it's not because of the drama. It's just, it's actually due to the fact. Though I never fucking signed up for this much shit. Like, why the fuck doesn't this platform has an approved follower-only mode? And I'm not talking about privating. I'm saying, why the fuck can't I, like, manually restrict who can follow me based on my own vibe checks? That's stupid. You can do that on the Fediverse. Ah, shit, Amporamba. You bastard. Like, why the fuck should I play nice to people on Twitter? Why the fuck would I do that? Jeez. You wouldn't pass my vibe check at Credo. You wouldn't pass my vibe check. Easy peasy. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I don't know, like I said, it's not even the drama. It's just... everything surrounding the drama. I grew up with drama. This shit is normal for me, but it's not normal. Like this, the people involved in this are not normal. These people are just like... oh, God. How can I even describe it? I feel like my soul is getting sucked out of my fucking ears. Okay, let me try. So you've got the normal suspects, right? You've got, like, the mentally ill psychopaths that are, like, on the side of kiwi farms and shit like that. The antis, the schizos, the pathological fucking weirdos who sit there and just cannot mind their own business no matter what. And then you've got like... Ugh, Jesus. Then you've got the people who should be on our side, right? But they're not. They don't draw the same healthy boundaries that we do. They associate with horrible people. They defend pedophiles. Ugh. So you've got those people. Like the... Yeah, and then you've got people like us who are gonna sit here and we're gonna be like, no, we're not okay with any of that shit. Just no, right? Pokemon battle drama? What? Please do elaborate in a second. But let me finish. Yeah? There's kind of a reason why I've been minding my own business on Pomp for the most for the most part. Either way, so you've got those three people, you know, you've got us, those other two groups of people, and then you've got one more. Which is like... individuals that are outside of all those groups, who are otherwise pleasant. But they don't see the nuance in the groups. So they'll sit there and they'll just be like, oh, why are we all infighting when it's not infighting? It's not fucking infighting. God damn it. What it is similar to... Well, it's like two anthills of the same species fighting. No, we are not a singular entity. We are not a fucking monolith. And I'm apparently an anti for saying that. Like, by saying that we're not a fucking monolith, that we're not all... What the fuck, Samurai? God damn. What the fuck? Anyway, and then they're like, oh, you know, you've got blue team and red team, you've got the people who think we're all pedophiles, and then you've got, you know, the pedophiles and shit, and then you've got us, and it's just like, no, we're not all in one camp. Like, maybe in some cases, and the way that they say it there, like Ark was right. But I'm gonna use a personal drama here, the Bitty Cat drama. When I called them out and whatnot, the people who defend Bitty Cat and continue to associate with them, even knowing that what they were doing was just indefensible. Like, this is an objective thing. What Bitty Cat was doing was indefensible and caused irreparable damage to the lolicon community. And I'm being, like, pointed at as if somehow that's my fault or problem. That's what's happening. And so you've got people like me, people like us, who can agree that what Bitty Cat did was objectively fucked up and they shouldn't be, you know, allowed around and shit like that. Hi, Tommy. And then you get the people who disagree with that and are just... I don't know, they just, like, have cognitive dissonance or are in denial Or they're just like intentionally trying to flag all of this shit as acceptable, and so they, because they, you know what they are, I know what they are, they know what they are, but nobody's fucking willing to say it. Except for me, for some reason. It's like, you got these people who are into the shit. I mean, like, really into the shit that Bitty Cat was doing. And it's like, those dudes are pedophiles. Like, that's just what it is. Those dudes are pedophiles. And they really don't like being called out. And so I'm left with very few options other than to assume that the people who are still mad at me for calling out Bitty Cat, anybody who says that I'm an anti for that, I am left with very little rational or logical pathway other than to assume that anybody in that camp is a pedophile. Like, ignorance can only be an excuse for so long. The truth has been out there and it's been around there long enough that at this point, you don't have the right to be ignorant and then also be against me on that. Like, if you are, you're either a pedophile or you're defending pedophiles. Like, neither of which are acceptable. Both of which are barely even forgivable. Like, how fucking dare you? And then I know what Wamba's thinking. You thinking I'm being a bit too extreme. You little freaking pacifistic nugget. I'm calling you out, Wamba. It's like, he's just gonna sit there and you're just gonna he's just gonna be like, chill, bro, damn, what the hell? Well, what do you Billy? Chill. I wouldn't say it's equivalent, but it's definitely not great. Hi, Mad Max. Hi, Flash. Hello. Yeah, like, I don't see how I'm left with the ability to come to any other conclusion. Oh, it had an update? Let me check real quick. Let's go to Activity Day. So that way I can see what Rudesh is talking about. Oh, I see. Let's find out. Okay, so. Undress stage. Oh, neat. Edit item names to parts list and splicing. Oh, okay. Generator stats. Supply item draw rates. Oh, that's good. That's very useful. Damn, game is more normie friendly. Tragic. But you know what's really funny about that, Blush? We get to bully them if we see them do it. We get to bully the shit out of these freaking normies. It's a red flag. We get to bully them for it. It's like you're telling on yourself. You're telling on yourself. What the heck? Show me your options menu. Do it, nerd. Yeah, a loser. Adjusted shotgun. Increased attack power, knockback, and range. Oh, interesting, okay. Can't snipe with the shotguns anymore, damn! Reduce the knockback, increase the attack power at initial level, decrease attack power... growth per level up, okay. Diffusion laser. Okay. That was kinda useless up until this point, so maybe it's better. When hitting an enemy, immediately observing fire and deals small damage and knockbacks and pierces through without exploding. Okay. Increase range, increase initial attack power and explosion radius. Decrease attack power and explosion radius, growth per level up. Tragic. Delay the time before it begins pulling enemies in after impact. Gravity orb size now decreases each time it absorbs an enemy. No! Nerf! Adjusted hit feeling to better match visuals against medium-sized enemies. Reduced attack power for the flamethrower, but increase the range. Okay, increase attack power, reduce range growth, blah, blah, blah. Oh, so that's only... Oh, that makes sense. So they're diversifying the two options. Okay. That works, that's fine. Ballista performance. Is that why it felt underwhelming? Am I a victim? Chad, I think I'm a victim. I think I'm a victim. Oh, jeez. I think so. Okay, incendiary round. Slightly increase range. Adjusted so that when upgrading bullet size, vertical growth is now limited. Yeah, that was a little ridiculous. Adjusted effect visibility. Death zone effects for medium and rare enemies. Made attacks from medium flying enemies easier to recognize. Sphinx shake. Subs the data display animation. And to just ensure the character's head would shift from the correct position. I have not seen that. That is good. That is a good patch. Oh my. Oh my god. I see. Interesting. Very, very neat. So, what I was saying though. Just generally speaking, right? Good night, Flesh. Speaking of Flesh. Yeah, topic derailed successfully. It just drives me crazy that there are so many people who are like that. Because it's like, how am I supposed to ignore that? I'm supposed to somehow be unbothered? That I'm being ostracized from groups of people and places because I called out a fucking pedophile? am I supposed to somehow remain unbothered by this fact? Yeah, it's just really gross. It's just really gross. What the fuck am I supposed to do about that shit? Hmm. I just saw somebody compare a loli OC that's in underwear to the Holocaust. Holy shit. Yeah, I'll check out that game flash. Yeah, everybody just wants their excuse to talk, but nobody wants to listen. I really bitch, what the fuck? Oh yeah, no. That's definitely true too. Oh, jeez. God. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm just looking at some stuff. I'm very curious about something. Hmm. You know what? Fuck it. Starting drama, hold on. Jesus Christ. Well, don't get the fuck over it. Yeah. Fucking insane. There we go anyway. Suck it, we're doing it live. Yeah. God, Jersey's so fucking crazy. How dare these people open their mouths and show their faces around me? Like you could be left alone. You could be left alone. You could live your life. Be as degenerate as you want. But you can't do it where I see it. You can't fucking do it if I can see it. Motherfucker. But you can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't even care if it's illegal to an extent. If I don't see it and I don't know about it, what the fuck can I do about it? Like, what am I supposed to do? Huh? What am I supposed to fucking do? Like, tell me. If I don't know about something, what can I do? How am I even supposed to care? Right? Am I wrong? Is that nonsense? Like, if somebody wants to be a fucked up piece of shit, like a human failure, if they do it, and they're like silent and nobody but themselves knows about it, like, if a tree falls in a forest and doesn't, you know, have anybody around to hear it, does it make a sound? Yes, but prove it. How do you know? How do you know that it made a sound but sodomate? Like, you don't care. You don't care, I don't care. Nobody fucking cares. So it's like, you could just live your life. You could have just lived your life. But the fact that you opened your mouths or did anything to oppose me, then you fucked up. I held grudges, motherfucker. I will take that slate and I will sharpen it. And I will shiv you in the ass cheek for it. How dare you? What the fuck do you think I am? What the fuck do you think I am? After everything I've been through, do you think I'd just sit down and take Jack's shit? No! What the fuck? What? Oh shit. Nice, they made a server emulator for the crew. The crew players are gonna be eating good again. This is always a good thing. May Soini eat shit and die. May Ubisoft eat shit and die. May EA eat shit and die. All of these corporations, plat, 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 go bankrupt, go bankrupt. Get bankrupt! Do it now. What the fuck? What the hell do you mean by that? What? It's called correction, Wamba. It is not something done out of sexual gratification, but out of moral duty. Yeah, exactly. They get it. Huge. Feel free, Cradle. Oh shit. I've been knowing about that, but they're actually putting it to trial? Oh shit. Japan trials new drug that regrows human teeth, ending dentures and implants forever. Wow. She lie. There we go. Oh, fun. What's this fucking loser doing? Oh wait, has somebody been spamming? Hold on. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I agree. I really agree. Little fucking loser. Okay, anyway. Okay, I'll start the game soon. No, you're good. It's just one retard. He kept spamming KYS in the chat. Didn't even notice it because it was auto-hidden. I actually had to look at it. Yeah. Oh, they're welcome to try. They're just mad because they go, Cunny, 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 sex, sex, whoa, cunny, plat, 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 plat. They'll get over it. Fucking losers. Yeah, that's right, Pluto, you big smelly planet. Ew. Somebody lollified the blue puffle. No, because I can inflict it myself. Oh, I know exactly what he's on about. This fucking weirdo. Anyway, I'm almost done mentally detoxing here. So I guess we can go to the game. Play game. And they What do you mean for once the YouTube chat actually works? What? What do you mean? What do you mean, Smillery? What do you mean it's been working. Just fine. Dork. Big dork. Ugh. Oh, right. Stupid me. Cunniphobia is real, but it cannot save you. Texas is only the beginning, what do you mean? This is the easy, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter, all you have to do is just stay anonymous. It's not a federal crime. So you're not gonna get investigated by the fucking FBI for retweeting Cunny. Even in Texas, none of it matters. What a dork. Nothing happened on IPC. What? calling it a shithole for being against the gender activism mafia is not really the... It's not... It's not a good metric. It's shit for many reasons. Most places are. But that's not really a good reason. Exactly, there you go. You know, one of the biggest things that I'm very curious about is... if somebody says, "Oh, I'm tired of the drama," but they're saying that on Twitter. Why are they on Twitter? Twitter is literally... a noble social drama. There's no other purpose for it. It's global social drama. Yeah, like, they have to, like, secretly love it or something, right? I'm based, Pluto. Oh, there are more things in drama. I'm barely. Barely, Credo. Barely. Oh my god, stop lagging. Fuck is wrong with you? Ah, lag. Yamero. Okay, but that's not what Twitter's for. Never has been. Like, yeah, I can use a yardstick as a back scratcher. But that doesn't mean that it's a back scratcher. Okay, why is my frame rate stopping? Quit it. Quit it. I'm barely even a VTuber. Well, fuck did people get that idea? No, that's unfortunate for him. So I'm barely a VTuber as it is. Like, yeah, I'm technically a VTuber, but I'm more a streamer than anything. I'm a VTuber because it's fun. It's like a game. Thanks, Omba, I guess. Okay. Enjoy the heli diving, Mikado. Yeah, but I could just delete this at any time. I could delete this at any time. And none of you would be able to find me. It would be effortless. I can just disappear. I could do it right now if I wanted to. Just end the stream. Delete like fucking everybody off of my Steam friends list. Private it. Move to a new one. Family share it. Oh, but you can. But you won't. Fair enough, Ricardo. It's impossible for some fucking people. What do you mean? Not that difficult by what metric? Yeah, but my Gmail doesn't really... I mean, to be fair, I'd probably take you with me either way. But if I didn't want to, in like a bizarro world hypothetical, I could delete that Gmail. I could just delete it. Like, with all due respect, I do like my community. I do like everything so far. I have no intention of disappearing or anything, but like... Just try to understand, my point isn't to say, oh, I hate this, I hate all of you, I could just disappear at any time, I'm not being a tsundere about it or anything like that. I'm literally just saying it's, like, so much easier for me than it is for other people. I haven't lost touch with the roots of where I began. And I can go back to it at any time. Don't worry, Mad Max, that's not what's going on. No! I can delete the PayPal too. Like, if I really had to, I could. It would be horribly inconvenient, but I could. Don't worry. I don't plan on going anywhere this time. I've done it before. None of you are gonna find my old handles. Unless I specifically tell you what they are. None of you would know. And you know, the funny thing is, when we're talking about deleting fucking everything, like, keep in mind, a lot of people say that they could do it too, but most people who say that are actually fucking addicted to attention and would just pop up a week to a month. They would just pop up again later. Yeah, you get what I mean. I'm not doing this for attention. I never have been. In fact, the attention kind of irritates me. Just a little bit. Okay, so we'll start it out here. We'll do it out here. Actually, wait, there's something else we need to do real quick. We need a build and repair system. Out here, that's what we need. What open direction are you facing? I think I might be short on those. Superconductors? Ah, motherfucker. That's my only point, right?
Energy low.
Okay, so... Did I not fucking... I didn't bring... gold, did I? I brought silver, but not gold. Shit, I'm gonna have to freaking... You know what, I'll just borrow from this thing's warp drive. For the moment. Should Dragon Mask will around those stand? I'm sure he'll understand.
Inventory full.
There we go. It's just, with the resources that we have down at the planet, it's a pretty quick fix. Greta, that's not what I'm saying. It's not little attention like this. It's other kinds of attention. Inauthentic attention. Right? Like... attention for the sake of attention rather than, like, you know... a shared interest or hobby. Any of that sort of shit.
Energy critical.
Yeah, like clout chasing type shit. Well, I'm probably not gonna try to warp with that ship myself. Hi, Von Lobo. Yeah, I would honestly say that, yeah, that applies to clout chasing really well. Actually. God, this is gonna be so fucking big. I've gotta figure out, like... how many sectors I need it to have. So, I already know we need 3. An assembler quadrant. We need a refinery quadrant. We need a H2O2 quadrant. And then we're gonna need a hydrogen storage sector. So that makes 4. And then we're gonna need a mass storage facility, which is going to be 5. The build and repair system isn't going to work this far away. We'll have to expand it. We can build a second one, I guess. Well, no, we can't. Rip. Okay. Rest in bananas. Rest in Parmesan. Yummy Parmesan. Hell yeah! Or if you want to be a real piece of shit, you can call it Parmesan. Do a fucking freaking Morty skit. Okay, so... the first thing I need to do... I need to figure out the dimensions. Maybe... at least... what was the dimension of my reactor core down on the planet? That was 10 on each side with a block in the middle. Okay, so we're gonna... let's do this. Thankfully, display panels somehow work without displays? As weird as that is. Let's remove the level. The levelness of it. And we'll do it like this. Alright, that's something I need immediately. Hurry up. There we go. That'll do. Okay, now then. The Parmesan gives you the ick. I should talk that you're hungry. Me too. I think I could use some food too soon. Especially to get a bedroom, we don't have to be terrified of hitting a wall at the wrong angle. Mach 3 into a wall? No! I'd lose all my stuff. I didn't bring gold out here. I can't fix that. Shut up, pussy. Barely even a planet. Spin propaganda all you want. Facts are facts. I'm not a cheaty. But hello. Yes, for you. God. You don't even know if I live in the same universe as you. Stupid. For all you know. I'm not. What now then, nerd? Maybe the state and country that I live in are in a different universe that doesn't have a Pluto. What now? Stupid. This is why you're a dwarf planet and not a real planet. Korean. I don't speak Korean, no! Hold on. What does it say? Let us find out. He's making a union rumor. I do not know what that is. A strange, unusual one in fact, may say. Building a space station. Let's say you weren't even done. Area. No, wait, we're missing one. We. Motors, motors, motors. Haha, Dan Credo. Maybe I should make the stream title a lie and actually check out Helldivers with Credo and Wamba. What accent is what? I don't really have an accent. I do what I want. I do what I want. Always and forever.
Energy low.
Just in case. Wee!
Energy critical.
Critical geese! These toes in your butt! Got him. Wrecked, in fact. I'm not gonna splat! How rude of you! Don't you know that's rude? Okay, let me just... throw you against a wall really hard. Like, really hard. Is that what you want? Smelly! And I'm gonna miss this model. I'm really gonna miss this model. We really will have to eventually save up for a much higher grade version of the other one. Goddamn! Okay, buddy.
Energy low.
Work on it.
Energy critical.
to the stuff to load. Well, we'll just have to fix that, won't we? Oh, did you? Oh, shit. Good lordy, Carlo.
Meteor storm inbound.
Out here? Really? I'll have to put the sensors on this damn thing. You already said it, Pluto! You fiend! Look what you've done! This is your fault. Ryui isn't autonomous enough. They don't have control over themselves. Ryui is like a monkey. They see, they do. am I walking backwards? The S key wasn't being pressed. What do you mean? What days? Nice, Cred. On the planet? No. What the hell? No. God, no. Stop lagging. Good morning, buddy. Morning, big boy. I don't. Okay.
Energy low.
Okay, you have any idea how far that is? God, dude. No, it's connected to the Kagiyahana. Yeah. And don't be tangentially, I could disconnect it at any time. Hmm.
Energy critical.
It won't let me turn them on for some reason. Ridiculous. You gotta load up on oxygen. Good morning, Dragon Master.
Inventory full.
Are you gonna pick that up? Fuck are you doing? Pick that up. What are you doing?
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Meteor storm inbound.
Alright. Take care. Yeah, betrayed by Golden Repair. What the frick, bro? There we go. Need to pick it up, no?
Inventory full. 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 Inventory full.
Oopsie. For now, I just need to build the compartments. Ooh. That doesn't check out. Why doesn't that check out? Oh, right, yeah. Something's gonna be a little off there. Well, that's weird. Yeah, that shouldn't be... Oh.
Inventory full. Inventory energy full. Critical.
Oh my god, fuck off. Lurit. That'll do it. But why is that still 5 wide? That doesn't make sense. That does not make sense. Okay, let's try this. Is this some extra 1 wide? But that wouldn't make sense, because this is smooth. What? That's 5 too. So what? 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 Something isn't mathing here. That's weird, right? What's up with this? Why is this like this? That does not check out. Is the game fucking with me? Well, what's actually going on here? Wait a minute. get it. I do not get it. It checks out on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So where the fuck is this coming from? Where is this coming from? What the fuck is going on here? Where is this? How is this? Oh my god. What is not mathing out? What is wrong? No, that's not it. It's just that for some reason, this should not be a thing. Am I going crazy?
Inventory full.
Did my brain just figure it out? Of course, okay. Jesus. My brain was not braining. What do you mean you lost Elf? There we go. That'll work, I suppose. Let me check something.
Energy low.
Get right, really? Oh, I see. Ooh, what temperature is it today? I'm getting cold. Ooh, what now? Excuse me, what? Fuck does that mean? Fuck do you mean exiled engineer? Wait, actually, what the fuck? Hello? Christ. I must be going crazy. A dangerous encounter. That must have been it. Let's see what he's talking about. What's he yapping? What's your deal there, boyo? Got a shielded drone of some sort? Interesting. Ugh, God, I need to go get some food real quick. It's the only reason I spawned that nerd. Oh my fucking god. Okay, yeah, I'll need that. I need to get some food. I'm suffering here. Lesson.
Energy low. Energy critical.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Hey, peace. Okay. So when the fuck did this? Hello? Where am I? What happened here? What the fuck? I'm just out getting some food. Excuse me? I know you guys can't say anything. Hold on. Very weird. I'm doing good. That'll do this and save. I want to play something else. Good lord. You know, when I was a kid, I used to fucking despise, cauliflower. Now when it's cooked right, marinated in, let's say, like, cheese or tomato sauces, it's so good. Like, holy shit. I fucking hate it when it's steamed. It's so gross when it's plain and on its own. 'Cause it'll make me vomit. But when it's done right, it's super good. Broccoli is great though. Especially with cheese. Especially with cheese. So yummy. Cheese is delicious, daughter! What do you mean what's with the cheese and everything? I mean, if you're black, I understand it because most black people can't actually consume lactose. On fact for him, and it's true. So if that's you, then I kinda get where the question is coming from, but if you're not one of those, you know, one of those lactose intolerant demographics, then why are you bitching? Why are you even questioning it? It's delicious! It may as well be. How do you even live? Hell yeah, EP. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm going to restart this into Linux real quick. I'm not sticking on wind blows if I don't have to. Milk, being able to digest milk is literally a sign of genetic superiority. Like, it gives you so many more food options, and that makes you so much more likely to survive. I'm sorry, lactose intolerance is dysgenic. It's something we need to fix. That I'm sitting here praying. I'm praying for a cure. A cure for your malady. Cause man, not being able to eat milk or drink milk, not cool, bro. Pepper Jack. Exactly. Cheese has literally probably single-handedly saved humanity from extinction. Credo ice cream is also dairy. So you're wrong! There actually is a type of ice cream cheese. It's pretty funny. Let's see if we can find it real quick. Yeah, cheesecake ice cream. Ooh. Oh yeah, Dragon Master. Well, you know what? I have an argument against that. And it's called Ice Age. But not the movie. The Ice Age! What now? What now, Chocomuts? Most of Europe had to get chilly. And it just so happens that this is where milk eating originated from. Supremacy. Credo, check your pillows. They are cheese. Tempting. This is tempting. This game is tempting me. I haven't played this yet. Oh, they're playing Helldive Dorks. What do you mean most Americans don't use spices? That's like upper middle class white women. We don't overuse spices, but we do use them. Salt, pepper, garlic, cilantro, basil, thyme, oregano, etc. I've never even touched onion powder. Wonder what that's even useful for. Thank you. Thank you. Make it look. Yes, Amy. Yes, Amy. Okay, no. Hold on. You make a good point there. But I'm going to just remind you. Okay? And we'll just remind you real quick. The United States here versus the entirety of Europe. Okay? My state, Missouri, is like just shy of the entire size of Romania. Okay? The entire United States. Don't even get me fucking started on Alaska. The entire United States is bigger than most of Europe. So when you say that spice usage in the US is highly regional, you are, without a shadow of a doubt, very correct. But you would also be just as correct if you said there is a massive difference between the eating habits of the people in France versus the people in, let's say, Latvia. Okay? Judging the entire We don't talk about the rationers. That's not food. That's just like Soylent Green. Anyway. Do you want to really talk about why housing in the United States is expensive? Because that's really annoying. Anyway, you gotta remember, the cuisine of, let's say, Maine, up here, is not going to be the same as Texas down here. Or even Louisiana right over here. Not to mention, like, Washington up here. Or California down here. Okay? You're comparing apples to oranges when you're saying that the United States doesn't use spices. Or that people in the US don't use spices. I knew it, the entire world is America. Table America supremacy. Behold. Exactly. Like over here. Again, you got like Maine. Actually, in fact, I guarantee you. The difference of foods that people eat, even in just Wisconsin, is going to be different between Michigan and Wisconsin. Exactly, you like, also look at this. Do you see those lines? No, fuck you, America goes over here now. Cried at it. Anyway. Do you see all these lines? These thick black lines? Notice how over in this side of the country, they're pretty populated. Especially like up in New York. But then there are spots, like around here, or especially like up here, right? You don't really have much, right? These are roads. These are highways. So, over here, he's got like Pittsburgh. He's got Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, yeah, sure. And you got all these big major cities. But then, I want you to note that as you start going further west, especially around in these regions, right? There's like no roads to speak of, even when you zoom in. Most of these are like rivers and creeks. Most of this shit is completely uninhabitable. And a lot of people don't realize this is desertification. All of this shit right here, from here all the way to here, is the start of arid climate. And when you get past here, the Great Basin in Nevada, this is straight up a desert. Like a big fucking desert. That's silly. So you have to understand that when you're actually talking about housing and whatnot, you have to consider the allocation of resources, the highway infrastructure. Europe has much better roads than us, by the way. The infrastructure of the, you know, the infrastructure of commerce. Wood, concrete, fiberglass, all these things, drywall. You might have a good time getting them anywhere in this area. But you also have to understand that even just building a road, like let's say in this little road right here, this little bit right here, probably cost several $100,000 at a minimum. Okay? So roughly this is about the surface area of somebody's property. As is this. The thing is, most of this is uninhabitable. Not only because it's, you know, not developed land, there's no piles or whatnot to put a house on, there's no foundations, there's no roads. A lot of this is forests, fields, etc. And so yes, we've got a lot of roads, a lot of infrastructure. But between it, there's really not much to speak of. Even just between these two. This place and this place. I'd bet you the population right here is less than 2,000. There's less than 2,000 people spread out in this little chunk of area right here. And that's just because there's... And keep in mind, that little spot right there is probably bigger than some European countries with 1 million population. Let's see here, hold on. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hold on, where is it? Where are you? Here it is, Singapore. This tiny little speck on a map. Singapore, right? Look how small Singapore is. Look at the population. I knew someone from Singapore too. Six million people in Singapore. Singapore. 6 million people in Singapore. This little area right here. Okay? So when you start thinking about infrastructure development, Let's zoom into a random spot. Oh, Centralia. I wasn't trying to zoom into Centralia. That's a terrible example to use. You don't want to use Centralia. That's a disaster. Let's use Iowa. We're gonna zoom in right here. This entire place probably has less than, I would argue, 30,000 people. Even including these towns. This entire big area. You zoom out a little bit more? Probably... Yeah, let's say here. I would argue there would be less than 60,000 people in this entire square radius. That's how United States is. That is how America is. Shit like this, all the way over here. This is an extreme exception. This is like an extreme exception. And every single one of these cities is basically its own country with its own culture, its own food culture, its own clothing culture, its own living culture. Every single one of these is basically a different country. Well, that's why tourism in the US is like usually fairly self-contained. That's why people just opt to go somewhere else in America. Because it's fucking huge. This isn't the same Detroit. I don't think anyway. Detroit, Michigan. Are you thinking of the other Detroit? There was another one, right? Or was it Michigan? Sorry, my geography isn't really caught up with cities exactly. I might be dumb. But I mean, at least I know where all the states are on an app. I just don't know their capitals. Fucking Milwaukee. Oh, it is Michigan? Okay. Yeah, exactly, Pluto. The thing about America is that most of this is just uninhabited. And this is also what makes it incredibly, I wouldn't say impossible, but like improbable for any foreign nation to invade. Because by the time that they managed to like box off even this small region of Louisiana, let's say they managed to do this. No, let's even be charitable and say they managed to get all the way over to Houston. By the time they got here, every bored hick and redneck in this entire fucking natural fortress is getting in their pickup trucks with shotguns, hoping to be able to take whatever memorabilia they can from the animals that invade it. Like, the amount of firearms you would have pointed at you. There is no victory to be claimed. The United States doesn't have, like, a centralized transport network or commerce network. Yeah, exactly. Like, one of the many reasons that I say the United States is the greatest country in the world is just because it's impossible for it to stop being a country. It wouldn't even be a power vacuum. It's just not possible for that to entirely disappear. Yeah, if you land in Florida, you're fucked. You're just fucked. Yeah, you're very correct, Dragon Master. Like, you're very correct. There's no nation on Earth that is capable of even just holding Jacksonville. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen. You thought Vietnam was bad. You have no idea. Yeah, like a vast majority of this is just uninhabitable ass. It's a massive natural fortress. And don't even get me started on the fucking Appalachian, mate. Yeah, the main mountains in Appalachia. This shit's... these things? This ridge right here, you see this, right? This like, flowy shit right here? These are the Appalachian Mountains. These mountains are older than life. They have been around for so long that, as a matter of fact, they might be the oldest mountains on Earth. They've actually weathered down to the point where most of them are relatively smooth compared to any other mountain. Yeah, it's the easy mountains. Yeah, Appalachia is not somewhere you would want to paratrooper into. That... oh my god. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's like... there is no place on Earth more secure, more resilient to threat of like on-the-ground war. There is no place on Earth more free and less, you know, troubled by worry or like territory disputes than the United States. You see. Yeah, if the people don't kill you and eat you, some fucking skinwalker will. You heard some of them horror stories? I think some of that shit might be true. Like, we like to think that we know shit. But... look how big this is and look how little people there are per square mile. We're just yapping. We're just yapping a bit. So yeah, Donner, you're still there, right? This is why housing kinda sucks. Because it's just fucking expensive to cultivate any of this land. And let's go to Google Maps real quick. No, before I do this, let me, make sure it's not gonna zero in on my literal location. That was weird looking. Okay. Jesus, Dragon Master. Anyway, I want you to look at the actual, like, topology of the United States real quick. Like I said, this is all just inhospitable desert. It's amazing that any... Like, it is a marvel of engineering and social perseverance that any of this is inhabited. Don't even get me started on this bullshit. This is insane. Like, if aliens found this planet and saw this, they'd be like, what the fuck? I'm telling you, they did that, they would just be like, Jesus, with that? With that tech? In that spot? Are you fucking serious? Ain't no way! And they still somehow managed to raise crops? What the fuck? Anyway. You get the point. Yeah, it's just plain fact. This should not exist. This is insane. All of this is just... Bitch, what? Holy fuck. But anyway. Like, look, here's the funny part about that. They settled down here, rather than somewhere up here, where it's actually green. They made this shit in the most fucking inhospitable possible land area. Whereas if they would have just built on the north side of a mountain, they would get rainfall and green. What the fuck? Yeah, most of Texas is actually pretty green. Fun fact, most people don't know that. It is not just yeehaw land. Like, seriously, it's stunningly green. Compared to what you've probably seen. This Seal Mountain, yeah, fair. Yeah, Texas is so big it has 2 biomes. Maybe 3. Adams? Yeah, now here's the thing. Actually, my family drove through this. Huh. Hey, notice how... Like... I'm gonna zoom in on a random thought. One fucking house. One fuck mothering house. One. Don't even know what was there. Like shit. Either way, my point is, that's like most of America, okay? Housing is expensive because creating new infrastructure in a place this generally inhospitable is insane. I mean, even Kansas, let's zoom into a random spot here. Most of it looks like this. It's mostly just a bunch of fucking farmland and shit. Look at all that farmland. That's all farmland. It's all farmland, just about. Even like down here. Farmland. Farmland. More farmland. All of it. All of it farm. Just farms. All of it is farmlands. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Housing is expensive because it only really exists in places where people want to live. Yeah, you can literally buy a house in Kansas for like 20,000. But nobody fucking wants to. I think that's just Google Maps being goofy. I think. It could also be irrigation. But yeah, that's why America is fucking... It's fucking broken. Compared to any other country on Earth, this is ridiculous. Wanna see something even more ridiculous? Get a load of this. The entire Canada-United States border is just mowed. Nothing is allowed to grow there. They just cut clean through it. Look at that. It just... Nope, not allowed. They're not walls. It's actually kind of like the opposite of a wall. It's just a big clearing. They just go through and just like nuke any trees and shrubbery that's growing there. It's just nothing allowed. Not allowed. In most places, there's not even a fence. I mean, this is just straight up a field. This is straight up a field that somebody owns. And it just go, and like part of it just goes into Canada. They don't care. I wonder what this guy's particular story is about that little outcrop right there. Part of my farm is in Canada and the other half is in America. Like, freaking imagine. The formal garden just goes like straight there, which is pretty funny. That's sort of the border crossings. But yeah, you can see they just tear out any trees. It's the whole thing, by the way. The whole thing. If you go back here, shouldn't be able to put ourselves on the ground here. As you can just kind of like see up that road. think you can... Nope, it doesn't have a straight Z here. Anyway, you get my point. They use Stimky. You kinda can, but it's really complicated. There are spots that kind of allow that. Kind of. Anyway, so yeah, with that being said, bear in mind, that's United States versus, like, the entirety of Europe. And slightly some of Russia. It's tiny, you're tiny. Tiny, tiny small. Tiny, tiny small. Niddle, ittle, whittle. Poland pretty big. Yes, with all that being said, So, no, yeah, that's a good question. I might just stop here and then, plan another one tomorrow. Yeah, I did end up starting pretty late today. I wish I could keep going, but I'm getting really tired. I think I will just stop here. You guys all have a great rest of your day. I want to stream more early tomorrow. Tomorrow for the Euros. It'll be very late when I start for anybody in my time zone. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.